My name is Adam Goldman. I'm a tour guide in Berlin. I've been living here since 2007, and I specialize in giving Jewish-themed tours of Berlin. It's a fascinating city from a Jewish angle, and not just because of the Holocaust. There's so much more to discover in Berlin, so much that preceded it, so much that came after it, and continues to this very day. I like to think of Berlin as a palimpsest, which is a long Latin word that means a parchment that was reused during the Middle Ages time and again by monks, and so the same parchment would be written on and erased and written on infinite times. And Berlin is a bit like a palimpsest in that you can look at Berlin and you see one thing, and if you look a bit harder you can see the traces and the scars that history has left on the landscape, on the history of the city itself. Berlin is often a rather difficult city to get a handle on. It's a massive city, there's no center, and you often don't realize how much is hiding in plain sight. It's a city that really requires that you as a visitor to the city will engage and interact with the place to get a meaningful experience out of it. When I'm not giving tours, I am a journalist and I write about culture in Berlin. I'm very clued into what's happening in terms of the performing arts, classical music, opera, and film. I will be glad to give you recommendations for how to fill your time in Berlin most productively in terms of the best concerts and operas to see. Berlin really has so much to offer, both in terms of its remarkable and very complicated history and its fascinating present. You owe it to yourself to visit and discover this amazing city.